Hi, my name is Coach B, the CEO, co-creator of Extraordinary Outcomes. I'm an ordinary person with extraordinary aspirations who believes in living life forever. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome to Solution Saturdays at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm Coach B, the CEO, co-creator of Extraordinary Outcomes. Today's topic, what do you expect? Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, or leave a comment. I am trying to get used to where to put my eyes on the video, but I'm getting so much better with technology. So I just want to acknowledge that I am getting better with technology. So welcome CEOs, co-creators of extraordinary outcomes. If you want to if you want to find me on YouTube, it's Coach B dash the CEO, and you can find me as Lala Boyer on Facebook. Let me do this. If you want to come up, if you want to come up, I'm going to put a link. Give me 1 second. I'm going to put a link in the chat. So if you would really like to come up, be on camera, have a conversation with me, feel free. I'm going to put the link right now. I'm going to paste it inside the chat. Yep. And this is the StreamYard link. You need to hit that link right here. This link right there. That link, if you see that link in YouTube or Facebook, you can hit the link and you can come on up and have a chat on today's topic. So today's topic, what do you expect? What do you expect is today's topic? Expectations. Expectations can ruin a relationship. Expectations can ruin a relationship. Expectations can ruin your level of communications. And you might say, Coach B, what do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? First, let me give you a working definition of expectations so that we can be on the same page. A belief that someone will or should achieve something. A belief that someone will or should achieve something. When we have expectations and we're not in conversations with people, but we have a belief that they will do something without their involvement, we're setting ourselves up for failure. If they are not included in the communications and making agreement with you, then we are setting ourselves up for disappointment. What do you expect? I remember hearing phrases like, I'm not a mind reader. You didn't tell me. You didn't ask me. How was I supposed to know? And when I did ask you what you want, what you needed, you said, never mind. It's not important. Let's talk about it later. When we put expectations on people because we have a belief that something will or should happen, we set ourselves up for disappointment because there is no open communication. There is no agreed upon communications that are happening between you in the other person. And when an opportunity presents itself and a person says, hey, what do you want? What do you need? And if you're not clear and transparent or authentic about it, what happens is the expectation doesn't get met, leading to the disappointment and, in some cases, the resentment. Sometimes we are in communications with people and we don't ask for clarity. For instance, a person might say, yeah, I'll help you out. Just let me know what you need and I'll help you out. That sounds fair. Tell me what you need and I'll help you out. If the other person does not clarify what they need and then asks whether or not the person can actually do it, then they have set themselves up for unrealistic expectation because they're going on, tell me what you need and I will help. But there's another part to that. Tell me what you need. If I can do it, then I will. Sometimes we expect people to do something that they can't do. And we confuse can't do with will not do. So let me talk about that for a minute. The can do versus doesn't want to do. Let me talk about that. What do I mean by that? Someone might say, hey, can you lend me some money? And the person that's requesting the money, they may need the money, it may be important, but the person that they're asking may want to help them, but can't afford to in the moment. And then that can be taken as, well, you don't want to help me. I asked you for something and you didn't give it to me. Yes, you asked me for something, and no, I cannot do it, does not mean I don't want to do it. It just may be a bad time. Let's be honest. Sometimes when we're people pleasing, we don't know how to say no outright. And we'll say stuff like, well, let me see what I can do. And then we set people up to expect something because we weren't clear in our no. So as you can see, two parts. One is the receiver might have an expectation and the giver might have an expectation. If there is no clear communications and agreement, there will be disappointment in the midst of that because there's no agreement. So let me give you an example. Hey, Coach B, can I borrow $10? I don't have $10 right now to lend you. If you still need financial assistance later, call me back. If I have the $10, I would love to give that to you. Okay, thank you. I understand. Opposed to, well, you told me to ask you for something, and then I asked you, and then you said no. The other response would be, I asked, it wasn't a good time, the person could not do it, therefore I didn't get it. Now, on the other end, let's not be mind readers. Do not set people up to be mind readers. How am I supposed to know what you want, what you expect, if you don't tell me what you want and expect, and then have a conversation to find out how we can meet in the middle to satisfy that need? How we can meet in the middle to satisfy that need. Open communications, being authentic, Being transparent, not people pleasing, will help resolve unrealistic expectations. It will help resolve expectations. Some people may say it was a reasonable expectation for me to expect X, Y, and Z from you. I'm not going to refute that. What I am saying though is there a level of communications where both persons agree to whatever the request is? Do they know what the request is? So let me summarize and repeat. Do you, let me reframe that. What do you expect? What do you expect? Are you setting up expectations of people without being in communications with them? So, again, going back to the definition of expectations, a belief that someone will or should achieve something. Just hold that for a moment. A belief that someone should or will achieve something. More than likely, if there's open communications and people are respected, and when I say respected, given the opportunity to say what their needs are and then allowing the other person to say yes or no, whether or not they can do it, chances are there's less disappointment, less resentment. Again, if you have a need, if you have a want and you have a desire, and it includes someone else being a part of the fulfillment of that, open communications and creating an agreement is better than setting up expectations. Remember, expectations is a belief that someone will or should achieve something. This has been Saturday Solutions with your favorite life coach, Coach B, the CEO.